Well, this time the RT team is in the Republic of Bashkortostan, situated just on the border between Europe and Asia. The Republic's government is investing millions of dollars to maintain its position as Russia's leading sports capital. Well, we can now cross live to our correspondent Rory Suche, who is there. Hello to you, Rory. You look great there. So how has Bashkortostan got such a strong reputation for sporting prowess?
Well, quite simply said, they have loads of different sports they stay involved in, whether it's ice hockey or belt wrestling or even horse racing, and the latter really coming as no surprise. It's fascinating to think that the people who first came to settle this area, Bashkortostan, the pearl of the Urals, were a nomadic tribe from a couple of thousand years ago. They spoke the dialect, and some continue to speak the dialect known as Kipchak, which is a very close relative to that of the nearby Tatars. We went to the Hippodrome racetrack today where we saw the horse buggy racing, and we also saw some other people essentially bareback riding on some beautiful stallions all around the track. Horses, horse racing, very big here, as is ice hockey. The local arena holds over 8,000 people who come as absolute fanatics to support their local ice hockey team that really is quite a formidable force, not just here, but across all of Russia. For more insight into the local sports of this region, let's turn now to this report from RT correspondent Igor Ogorodnev.
An old Bashkir proverb goes, "A fool loves himself, a half-wit his wife, but the wise man his steed." A nation of nomads on horseback turned racing fans. In Soviet times, racing and betting were just about tolerated. Now the sport's promoted as a symbol of new Bashkiria. The region's government has even given the legendary Agbuzad racetrack a $70 million makeover. Here, harness racing is king, with specially bred horses famous across Russia.
Damn, my one lost again. I'm going to just have to go and check out some other traditional Bashkirian sports before I gamble away all my money.
Not for the faint-hearted or the lightweight, this is Kurash. Traditionally, at the yearly summer festival, all the men in the village match up against each other to prove who's strongest. In rural Bashkiria, it's still the #1 sport, but as it has limited appeal elsewhere, there's little money to develop it. Aslam Hazifov is a farmer in his daily job. He's also 6 times All-Russia Kurash champion.
All those on my mother's side and my father's side were famous wrestlers. I couldn't choose anything else. In my village, there was a man who beat everyone when he was 62. I hope to follow his example.
While wrestling and racing preserve the heritage of Bashkiria, it's hockey that draws in the spectators. There's rarely a free seat at the local arena. The Russian media claims that UFA's team, Salavat Ulayev, has a treasure chest budget of $50 million a year from sponsors and local authorities.
Having to spend huge sums of money at a loss, that is the reality of our country. But this is the show for the people, and the show must go on.
As long as the people keep coming, and just as importantly, while their local political leaders see sport as a key part of the region's identity, there'll be money and facilities available, economic crisis or not. And while the fusion of passion and regional pride continues, Ufa will remain one of Russia's sporting capitals. Igor Gorodnev, RT, Bashkortostan.
I'm now joined by Osman Gach-Nejiad. He is the assistant coach of the Urals volleyball team here. We're standing in front of the Dynamo Sports Complex. Tell me, how popular is volleyball here in Ufa?
In Ufa, volleyball is quite popular, but not like hockey or something. But generally, volleyball in Russia is very popular after ice hockey and football. It's, I think, third sport in Russia. So in Ufa, we have stadium for 1,500 people. It's every time is full, so it's quite popular.
Well, it's certainly popular, and I assume the popularity is also growing. What kind of age groups do you have playing volleyball here, and how do you coach them?
Well, our group is a lot of young players. We have few from Russian junior national team, from our second team, and generally about 26, 27 years it's our generally age. So they have a lot of ambitions. They have a lot of time for education, for learning in volleyball. We do step by step for these young players, and in future I think a lot of these players will be in Russia national team senior.
And so are you competing against schools or national teams?
National teams.
Very
I think
good.
we prefer high level, so this is modification for high level, and I hope so. Russia League is now maybe the most strongest in the Europe, so I hope so these young boys will be grow and will be better and better.
Well, it all sounds very, very exciting. Thank you, Osman Kavchinadji, and thank you for your time today. So volleyball, ice hockey, wrestling, horse racing, you name it. This is a fun-filled city, Ufa, the capital of the Republic of Bashkortostan. Another edition here of Close Up on RT. Back to you.
Definitely is a very interesting city. Thank you very much. That was our correspondent, Rory Suchet, reporting from the Republic of Bashkortostan.